Hello, boys and girls. Good morning, this lovely Monday morning. Have you ever lost a job before? Woo! I've lost a job. What are you to do when you lose a job? It's a beautiful day in this neighborhood, a beautiful day to lose your job in the government. Won't you be mine? Won't you be mine? It's a neighborly day in this neighborhood, and neighborly day in the neighborhood. Won't you be mine? Won't you be mine? I always wanted to lose a job in the government facility done by Trump. People are losing their job like the IRS agents, and many U.S. ID workers losing their job. It's sad. Let's get right into it. Good morning, everyone. I hope you're having a freaking fantastic day. What's up, Mr. Timmer? There are people on the left that are losing their mind, that people in the government facility are losing their jobs. Are you sad about government workers losing their jobs? Are you sad about our government bloat being cut down to shrivels? We've talked years and years about how we're in a huge deficit and how we're in huge debt, and there's nothing we can do about it. Oh, there is something we can do about it. We can start making cuts. Amazing. But of course, the funniest thing I remember, what is more egregious to you, do you think? 10,000 healthcare workers losing their job because they didn't take the COVID shot? Or thousands of Chevron workers losing their job due to the Keystone Pipeline? Or thousands and thousands of government employees that do absolutely nothing? I mean, do stuff, I think. We're not totally sure. They work from home. We're not totally sure. But MSNBC put out this clip for you to actually feel very sorry about them. Do you remember how sad they felt when healthcare workers decided not to take the COVID shot? Remember when they all lost their jobs? Remember how sad the liberals felt? Oh, no, I don't. I remember when they were driving in the stake saying, well, you guys don't believe in science, so we don't want you taking care of us. You're like, okay, God, psychopaths. Or when the Keystone Pipeline workers all lost their jobs and Biden administration said, oh, get green jobs, you fucking idiot. But here's MSNBC throwing the biggest guilt trip ever on TikTok about these governmental workers losing their jobs.
I'm Oleg Shmura.
I am Dr. Ben Andrew.
My name's Cody Anderson.
My name is Katie Sandlin.
My name's Derek O'Shea.
My name's Andrew Lennox.
My name is Nick Hand.
I'm Riley Ratcliffe.
My name is Jonathan Cammons.
Whoa, are you a ginger? Oh, you're step black like me. I can see it.
Oversaw cybersecurity for the VA.gov website, and about a third of USDS, including me, were fired last week. Without people like me ensuring that VA.gov is secure, the private financial and healthcare data of Americans' veterans is at risk of being stolen, sold to the highest bidder, and used to harm people.
We are standing in Yosemite National Park.
Thanks, find it.
For the past 10 months.
Learn to code. Yeah, exactly. Just learn to code, idiots.
I
like this guy right here.
And sold to the highest bidder and used to harm people.
We are standing in Yosemite National Park. For the past 10 months, I was the custodial worker here.
And we know you showed up to work high on the job every single day. I was the custodial worker here. Man, that's the nicest dressed custodial worker I've ever seen in my life. Is that like a $20,000 jacket?
I picked diapers off the side of the road, toilet paper, beer bottles, cigarette butts, you name it. So
you pick diapers off the side of the road? That's what the bears are for. Let them eat them.
You didn't have to see it.
And I served as the Chief of Safety and Emergency Management at the Philadelphia VA.
Chief of Safety and Emergency Management? Just call yourself a security guard. Okay, we know. I was head custodial services. Like, I love how like woke we've gotten all our jobs down. If they're like a job that doesn't require many skills, it's like we've added so many consonants to that job title to make it sound better.
This was a mission-critical role that ensured the health and safety of all those who entered into our facilities.
I used to be
like a security guard.
a NEPA coordinator for the Wrangell Ranger District of the USDA Forest Service, where I would coordinate environmental review for projects in and around the town of Wrangell.
I'm firing you just based on the actual cadence of this entire video.
Projects that are crucial to the town's economy and its people.
I moved from Alabama to Maryland to start my new job in genomics education and outreach at the National Institutes of Health. My job was to help educate students, teachers, and healthcare providers about genomics to improve patient care and develop the future scientific workforce.
I was a technologist at the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau for about a year and a half.
Are you guys feeling sad? This video goes on and on and on, and it's just one person after another. And if you look up online of massive layoffs, some federal workers are trying to bring employees back. It's the government against Elon Musk and Donald Trump. Here are all the federal agencies workers are being fired from. Sad. What do mass layoffs mean for the labor market? Oh crap, they're gonna come into the labor market? I'm feeling okay competing against somebody that worked in the government, I'm just saying. I like this one. My back is against the wall. Atlanta's black federal workers reeling from layoffs. Atlanta B, that person is a ginger. Okay, we're not black. Some of us are step black though. I feel betrayed. Healthcare workers fired by Trump. Tell of nightmare. But let's just all remember. Let's all remember just a few years ago under the Biden administration, like day one when the Keystone Pipeline was axed. Remember this story?
Harry, it's now April. Give us an update. Have you been able to find a job?
Not with the pipeline or any other thing right now.
Learn to code, idiot.
Especially with the green energy projects he talked about.
I've looked for them green jobs and they're not there, and that's the reason I started a trucking company, is because there are no green jobs there.
Quit lying. The Biden administration is doing everything they can to make green jobs happen.
I mean, I'll look him dead in his eyes and tell him.
I lost probably 60 to 80 grand not being able to go on that job. I mean, that's my livelihood. If I'm not off working, I'm barely scraping by. I got 2 kids I'm having to support.
Well, those 2 kids need to be on green jobs as well. Some are fake, I bet some of the workers are fake. I know people grift off of other people's pain. People do that all the time. So remember how the Biden administration actually cared about these workers that they laid off day one into the administration. And here were some of the responses.
Thank you, Jen. I do have a question on COVID, but first on energy. When is it that the Biden administration is going to let the thousands of fossil fuel industry workers, whether it's pipeline workers or construction workers, who are either out of work or will soon be out of work because of a Biden EO.
The mullet is why they can't find one.
When it is and where it is that they can go for their green job. And that is something the administration has
where are
promised.
These people? Where is sexy mullet supposed to find his green job at? Another sexy mullet. And are these all, oh, no mullet, no hair. Triple sexy mullets. Where are they supposed to find their green jobs?
There is now a gap. So I'm just curious when that happens, when those people can count on that.
Well, I'd certainly welcome you to present your data of all the thousands and thousands of people who won't be getting a green job. Maybe next time you're here, you can present that.
But you said that they would be getting green jobs, so I'm just asking when that happens. Richard Trumka, who is a friend, longtime friend of Joe Biden, says about that day one Keystone EO, he says, I wish he, the president, had paired that more carefully with the thing that he did second by
we don't care about him
saying, here's where we are creating the jobs. So there's partial evidence from Richard Trumka.
Well, you didn't include all of his interview. Would you like to include the rest?
So how about this? The Laborers International Union of North America said the Keystone decision will cost 1,000 existing union jobs and 10,000 projected construction jobs.
Well, what Mr. Trumka also indicated in the same interview was that President Biden has proposed a climate plan with transformative investments in infrastructure and laid out a plan that will not only create millions of good union jobs, but also help tackle the climate crisis.
Yes, and I read that straight from my script. God, these people were sick. They had no They didn't cry about all these people losing their jobs. They laughed about it. They enjoyed about it. So don't feel bad when these people are like, how dare you laugh about government employees losing their jobs? How dare you laugh or get angry about these government employees that are in these bloated institutions losing their jobs? It's the same thing. But we've taken sides where we want to cut the government workers and they want to cut private sector. So keep that in mind. The left is all about cutting and getting rid of the private sector so more government people can live off the government teat. And then the right wants to cut the government down and then make you more wealthy by having you work in the private sector. Letting you live outside the bubble, letting you live outside your own prison system. We would have gone away with it too if it wasn't for that damn Peter Ducey. Dude, Peter Deuce was the man. Circle back to when Inside Jen is back. Yeah. Best gender to do the job. We knew she was telling lies, but did it so well. She did do it well. She was good at it. This is why you hire a ginger. Look, and I have family members that worked during COVID in healthcare departments everywhere, and all of them refused to take the COVID vaccine, except for one. And so I remember how the media was talking about these nurses, that they don't believe in science, so they deserve to lose their jobs. And I remember how all the federal workers that decided not to take the COVID vaccine, just everyday workers in some of these institutions, I remember how the liberal media that is currently crying about governmental workers getting fired, how they treated those people. So don't save the tears. Save your fake bullshit tears and keep them to yourself. We need to cut the government down. I am not crying over a governmental worker losing her job like this woman right here.
This is Denali, now Mount McKinley National Park and Preserve. Kristen Jen. Welcome, Kristen. And I'm really sorry about the circumstances under which we are talking, but bring us back to the moment when your job...
The craziest thing about government employees for me is that they think that they can just sit there and do nothing. They think like once you get, and I've heard it all my life, you get into a government position and you're going to be fine for the rest of your life. You're going to be taken care of. You're going to have retirement taken care of. You're going to have a pension taken care of. You're not even going to have to put in that much work. You just stay. You just show up. You do 80% of what most people don't do. You show up to work. And if you did that, you're going to be taken care of the rest of your life. That should not be the case of government workers. It shouldn't be this over-bloated nonsense where it's like you can just keep the job for the rest of your life. And it doesn't matter if you improve or get worse. You just stay in it. It's stupid. Let's get rid of it. Let's cut it down. Let's have a great day. And I'll see you guys later tonight. Let's party.